This is for a collective of people where people are viewing you as intelligent, successful, with beauty, with brains, with body, with swag, with everything. So, what I'm trying to say is you are a full package of a man or a woman who's single and who's got her own, who's got his own. Even if you both may not be millionaires or whatever it may be, but you both are handling your own and you're a self-made men and women who are paying your own fucking bills, especially in this fucking world of recession. Anyways, at the end of the day, you men and women are being viewed as somebody who's got it all for themselves and at the top of everything, and on top of being beautiful, on top of being independent, and you have the sex appeal, you have the body, you have everything that somebody else would have taken advantage of, but you are not taking advantage of it, but instead you are nurturing your own self, and people are seeing you live in your fullest potential unapologetically, and they see you just putting your head down, working on your shit, and they just see you leveling up. Every time people see you, however that may be, as a man or a woman, people see you as somebody who's always doing something different, doing something better for your own self, and you're highly respected on the streets. You're highly looked upon. If you don't think people like you, you're wrong. Okay, fine. Even if people may not like you, they respect you, and they know that they can't speak sideways on you anymore if they did before, because they're seeing you as somebody that you're not just somebody beautiful and sexy and hot. There's a heavy emphasis on this collective who is actually have been misunderstood for their physical beauty a lot, because people have normally thought that you just offer body or beauty, or you just fit the beauty standards that the society thinks is hot, sexy, whatever it may be. So here I'm talking to a collective who's found their power about their femininity and masculinity without being embarrassed or ashamed of being a good looking man, being a good looking woman, but not just being objectified to be so. Because looks like this collective of men and women, whatever age you may be, looks like you've been through a lot of karmic relationships, a lot of men and women who've only used you for your body and your beauty, and they kind of put your brains, they kind of put your emotional intelligence, they put your personality in the back seat, and they put you in a list of men and women who they would just want to fuck, excuse my language. So you have come out of it from, it was probably again 1 to 10 years of cycle where, yeah, so it must have been 1 to 10 years of karmic relationships where you are constantly objectified, and a lot of cattiness happened between the same sex because you're good looking, and you got involved in a lot of mess that you were actually never a part of, because you look like that type of men and women who the society deems to be, again, sexy. But when you are smart, when you're intelligent, when you make your own money, there's a specific emphasis on you making your own money here, having a banging body, banging beauty, like everything, you become naturally very intimidating to those 90% of men and women who are just good looking on the outside, but they don't have any kind of security, a sense of value within themselves. So this is not that collective which is just outside beauty, but you actually offer fucking shit tons of matter, and you have built your own life around you. So if you are ever going to settle down, because this is specifically looks like for single men and women, if you were to settle down, you need somebody who's extremely strong in themselves, but at the same time, as a man or a woman, you need somebody who will help you shine in your absolute femininity. And if you're a masculine, you need a woman who helps you be your absolute divine masculine. But at the end of the day, you all need somebody who's very independent and very secure in themselves. And at the same time, you're also looking at mind, you're looking at people's mindset, and your mindset is very attractive to people. People think that the way you speak is very attractive, or any kind of voice that you use. You may be a singer, you may be a speaker, you may be a comedian, you may be a voiceover artist, and if you're none of those things, just hearing you speak, and you putting your words out there and sharing that with people by word of mouth or online, offline, people think that's specifically sexy, because people think that you are a very intelligent woman or a man, and they learn a lot from you. Especially, there's a certain collective as well who are really strong with financial advice. So this can be something that you do for a profession, and looks like people are looking at you, um, of, like, being promoted to a leadership level. If anybody who's looking for any kind of promotion or being considered for a higher promotion, especially within a financial firm of financial perspective where you give advice, people think your advice is great, and you would be getting a promotion or a new opportunity with like a lot more money and a bigger status for sure. So at the end of the day, keep up the good work of, like, just showing up as you are and owning your beauty. If before you hid your beauty because people just saw you as an object, now you're speaking your mind, you're showing off your intelligence, but but you're not hiding your beauty or anything like that. You don't care if people objectify you. And you know what the funniest thing is? People don't objectify you anymore because people see you as an intelligent fucking man or woman who is fine as fuck, or who's independent as fuck, and not anybody can touch you, anybody can speak with you. People have to meet you on a certain standard, on a certain level, but at the same time they know that you're humble as fuck, but it's an energetic standard that people have to match you. And for another collective, there's also another story here where somebody in a position of power, this can be a judge in legal system, this can be a policeman, this can be a boss, this can be anybody of status who can pull the plugs, or this can just be some regular individual as you and I, but the receipts are out. And it's not just that the receipts are out, but looks like somebody is now communicating with God directly and really have gone inward to a point where they have cut off everybody around them, to a point they may come off as rude or very cutthroat because they're trying to maintain their peace. Why? Because somebody has just figured out all the fucking lies that has been told, and somebody is deep in thought about it, and it gets getting them really mad, and it gets them really angry that people costed them relationships, people costed them their life, and how they could be so dumb, because this is a very intelligent man or a woman. This is a very respectful man or a woman. This is a man or a woman who can't be fucked over with. And this guy or this woman is a god, is a goddess in this earth. And we know God sits within us. So if you've reached that level of consciousness, you are a god or a goddess walking this earth, and those who get it, they get it. But at the end of the day, when a man or woman like this is played, I think this woman is kind of isolating, because they get mad, they get really angry. Especially there's a certain woman or a certain man, put it where it fits, is thinking about who really bore a lot of losses for all the lies that was told, and that cost this man, this woman, the relationship with this person. And this person can be a lover, a friend, a best friend, whatever relationship it may be, but it was important. Yes, like I was saying, but it was important to this man or this woman. And this is emperor with the fucking hierophant, so he's not playing about this situation. And you can put it as an empress, as a woman in emperor energy, and she's not playing about this, because what she's trying to do, or what he's trying to do in his isolation period, is he's just remembering all the lies. She's remembering all the lies, all the games that was told, and it's just coming back to him or her, and it's affected their soulmate. It's affected their the part of their self is hurt, a part of their life, a part of their self is missing, a part of their self is gone because of the lies, and that's pissing them off. And the reason specifically they're isolating right now is because all these feelings can have them hyperventilate or just get really angry, where they can blast. So right now they're practicing to show themselves grace, because rightly so, they feel like a fool to have lost their perfect life over lies and over people who were jealous of them. And there were 5 friends of this guy, of this woman, especially friends, 5 of them. They are all whores, sorry to say it, but they are all fucking whores. And this looks like a man who has really bad friends in his friend circle, and those friends have 7 other women that they're juggling, or 7 other lovers that they're juggling, and they were a very bad influence in this man's life, or flip the sexes, because this is an emperor with the hierophant who's attached to Knight of Wands, King of Cups, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups. So these 3 of Cups, kind of these friends, they are just whores. And like I said, and they hated that their homie or their girl was becoming a wifey, was playing a wifey, was playing a husband. And even if they were players or fuck boys and fuck girls in the past, they finally were settling down with this man or with this woman or with you. And because this man and this woman were settling with you, their homies, their girlfriends couldn't handle it. So they made sure that they ruined you, or they ruined their own friend's name, and got them involved financially and sexually with someone that they worked with, looks like. So this is someone's story. They got your man or your woman, whoever you are, or this guy involved himself with his friends, co-workers, who he had a one-night stand of fling with, or this woman, and they ruined the relationship with you. That looks like it. And this man is just thinking that his friends ain't shit. This woman is just thinking how his friends ain't shit. And right now, today, his friends are still fucking around. Her friends are still fucking around. They are still... Oh my god, these 7 friends look like they exchange each other's lovers, and looks like they kind of have like a fucking threesome or orgasms or orgies together. And I'm sorry to say this may trigger you really, but looks like one of these people either was attached to your lover or was interested in you. And somehow these friends play these 7 friends, 5 to 7 friends play a very important role in something that has costed this man, this woman's entire relationship with someone he or she wanted to marry. And looks like, of course, because this man, this woman has a past with these type of friends, they thought that you or whoever this man or this woman is thinking about was just another whore. And I think this man treated you like one, or treated them like one, because he got influenced by these actual of friends, men and women. Sorry, pardon my language, but I can't think of. Sorry, I can't think of another word for home wreckers who are friends but are actually man whores and women whores. And sometimes men and women, when years pass, they think back to see their friends in shit, and they've costed them everything in their life, and they're still the same people. But the whole idea is, people are now getting in their feelings, especially all these karmics are getting in their feelings, because all their sexual escapades are out in the open. People are actually seeing them, especially these 7 people who have orgies with these 3 specific women. So these 7 people share these 3 women among these 7 men, or flip it, or they just are like gender neutral, they just fuck everybody. But there are 7 people. So I don't know why it's standing out 3 women or 3 men, but at the end of the day there's 5 to 7 men or women, who have 3 regulars. Let me just say it that way. And looks like these fucking people involved a righteous man and a woman like you in their story. Anyways, people see it for what it is now. The truth is out. And right now the truth has been out. Now people are just, it looks like everybody is in just thinking mode. Everyone is just in thinking mode, healing mode, because looks like these karmics are fully damaged in their own way, and they have caused damages to emperors and empresses like us in their own way. So when karmics sit together, these 7 people, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so total 12 people, 12, around 5 to 7 or 12 people max, they're just healing from 7 different things. They've lost all their friends. People, like, the group is breaking up now, and looks like, you know what, this is what I say, but keeping my feelings aside, looks like the friends are breaking up within each other because their own lovers were not, their own friends that they call their best friends, girls and guys, they are not faithful to each other, and they've been messing around with each other's lovers behind their backs, even if they're pretty fluid with what, if you know what I mean. But I think they have a code of like loyalty. But lovers have walked away, friends have walked away, and gotten with their lovers after walking away with this woman and man. So it's just karma happening. But when you mess up with people's love life and you intentionally break divine unions, relationships, even if it's not divine, it's their relationship, who the fuck are you to break it? So home wreckers can never break another woman or man's home and build her or his home. What the fuck? And now see, all the dirty secrets out, the skeletons are out, so everything that was supposed to be somebody else's secrets have finally found its rightful owners, and it's all out. And 5 to 7 people can't fucking hide their faces, especially connected to these 3 women, because these 3 women are really embarrassing to be connected to, looks like, as lovers or one night stands, or just, I think they paid them to just fucking leave. The lovers, if they were dating, have figured out that who their men and women were actually cheating with, and how you were involved wrongfully. So at the end of the day, you're free, but looks like a lot's happening in karmic will, and I really do not want to stick in this energy. So that's done. But on the other side, you are a self-made man, a woman who's multifaceted. People may see you as cutthroat and too intelligent, too good looking, too hard to get to, and people may sometimes put you on a pedestal in their own head, especially strangers, like we can't approach and stuff like that. But if they talk to you, they'll realize they're actually really wise and humble. But at the same time, you have a very cold side to you, but people don't want to try. That. But you have an equal for yourself. You have a match if you're single. So you probably think there's no one who you can ever find. But there is somebody, there's a man or a woman just like your energy. So if you're struggling to forgive, and if you think that you can't let go of the hurt and the betrayal that you are going through losses over a non-factor. I get that feeling. Show yourself some grace, and it's good that you are going off to heal. Your enemies actually have also gone off to heal instead of plotting and planning another attack. So we should give them that. And you may not be in a position to hear it, but people can only meet you at a level of spiritual intelligence, at a level of spiritual respect that they are at with themselves. So at the end of the day, just know that they have gone within themselves and the group is breaking up because they're finally wanting to heal. And you should heal and do what you can do to get what you want. Let's get with the oracle now and see what's an oracle message for us today. Spirit team, please clarify what's a message for the collective. Would you like for me to share? We got 2. The 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life expression. So you're being urged to do what makes you feel creative, especially creative. And that can be as small as coloring, getting a drawing book and sketching, or anything that makes you feel creative, that is your type of expression, your type of art. And that can be, pottery, glass blowing, whatever it may be, but candle making, example. So just please start making some time for it, for your own self. Because when you do that, looks like you will get more intimate experience out of your own life, your own soul. You'll get a bit more connected to yourself. So you feel that sense of emptiness, looks like some of you is feeling a sense of monotonous energy with your life. Every day looks the same. You may just want to start this one new thing and maybe see how innately happy you may just feel. Next is perspective. Nothing matters. Zoom out, common ground. So like I said, like the tarot confirmed, most of you guys are just going away to heal, cutting the world off, to just really calm yourself down if you're getting too riled up. And if shit is hitting the fan and karmic well, you guys are going away to heal, so good for you. You're not planning and plotting and, doing all of that. But at the end of the day, nothing matters. People are zooming out. And sometimes I just feel like zooming out and removing our feelings, our attachments out of the situation, just looking at things objectively, removing relations, feelings, all of that out, and just keep seeing people for what they've done, seeing black for black, white for white. So you're not sweet, nor are you sour. You're just real, and what's fair is fair. It is what it is, and people deserve what they deserve, and you get what you get, and you do what you need to do to make your life better. Because at the end of the day, perspective is all that matters. And not to say that he is wrong or she is wrong, because who's to say whose perspective is right or wrong? Because it's a perspective at the end of the day. But how you see it, that's important. And if you're taking the time to heal, go back to ground zero, and this time be objective and make a decision that follows your heart. So today, before we go, if you're battling between your heart and your mind for making a decision, follow your heart. What will make you feel happy 10 years, when you're 80 years, whatever it may be, when you are not able to walk, what is going to make you feel happy? Who is going to make you feel happy versus your mind? Because follow that gut, follow that feeling of joy and love over practicality, and always thinking from your mind, because mind over matter, yes, but when it comes to life and when it comes to joy and happiness, follow your heart, follow your gut. So go back, take time out, zoom out, and look at things objectively and listen to your heart. I love you. I'll see you in the next video.